Wyvern is Wyvern. And Football Gauntlet is the classic Football Gauntlet. We won't be seeing an alternate one on this run. We're also getting the pro distributions. We're also getting an actual child and a legend sword from the king.
Legend sword start. So if these runners do opt to do ordeals early, they do have Paladin Cecil's starting weapon, which isn't exactly that bad, but that is a Palom start with Dark Knight Cecil, or is it Porm?
That's Palom. That's Palom.
Okay, I thought it was Palom. I haven't played in a while, so I'm sorry, I'm a little rusty. So
no worries. It's the tip that I've been told is that Porum is wearing orange, and that will always be the case in the overworld sprites. We only get Fabulous in the battle scenes.
That's true. That's true. I did forget about that. Change Rod already found, so good weapon for Palom off the bat. And Dia has beelined towards Eblan Castle.
Yes, bit of a bold move.
Finding a Gungnir Spear up at the top as well as a Cursed Ring. There is a Drain Sword hiding in the grass in Baron as well.
You know, we are using the pro treasure and shops settings, so they are going to be a little weighed to where the out-of-the-way spots are going to give you the better stuff, and taking the standard, easy route, you're probably not going to pay off as well.
Absolutely. We've got Simbu going into Damcien to check the armory. That's a poison axe pretty early on. Fairly nice weapon. Definitely great for selling as well. A lot of gold early on with that.
And Pixel Tamer is giving us a peek at Sand Ruby character, and it is a Cid.
Chokasura in Mist finding some sort of poison weaponry. It was another poison axe, so quick 32,500 gold from that. Really, really nice to find. And Simbu already unearthing the hovercraft as well as Dia. And Chokasura heading up to Damcien, not too far behind, as well as Pixel not too far behind there either.
Mm-hmm. I suspect all four of the runners are going to release that hovercraft pretty quickly. Despite, no hook, so you can't do a ton with it, but you might as well get it out of the way.
We have our first dive in Antlion Cave from Dia. What are we going to find here in the Antlion Cave?
Well, we are going to find an Edward on Mount Hobbs, facing off Dr. Luge, and we are not seeing that fight on Simbu's side.
Ooh. That's a fun fight to see early on. At least you know you don't have to encounter him in a nasty, nasty spot.
Indeed.
So far, I believe we've seen a Silk Web from Dia in this Antlion Cave, and there's a Stardust, pretty good attack item. So,
yeah,
definitely nothing to shake a stick at so far.
Well, because we don't have Stardust Rod.
Absolutely.
But even, holding on to that as the Stardust item, you're going to want to be a little judicious on when you actually use it, because you only got the one.
And there's no guarantee, even with this spot, that the damage roll is going to be high enough to one-hit kill the boss. We've got Pixel and Chokasura both in Antlion Cave as well. And the boss we have is Mom Bomb this time around.
I would not expect this one to be that bad, honestly.
Now, in the Antlion spot, Mom Bomb is not that bad of a boss to fight at all, especially after the phase change where she splits into the 6 smaller bombs.
Yeah, of course, we're going to have to actually get some hits in to reach that phase. Fortunately, Mom Bomb is not doing very well on that part either.
Nope, and Dia using that Thor Rage to get a little bit of damage out. Definitely useful. More Ice 1 casts going out, dealing extra damage. And we're not quite at that phase change yet for Mom Bomb. Simbu finding monsters, and that's the Mad Ogre chest on the right side of the throne room.
That's a fast runaway.
Very much so. Choksura going in to fight Mom Bomb as well, and Pixel Tamer also in the fight, but has Cecil front road.
Yeah, Dia left Cecil in the back row with Palom.
And Mom Bomb's blowing up for Dia, so Dia should be out of this fight pretty quickly.
Yeah, now it's Stardust time.
Hello, Comet. Goodbye, bombs. And now, what item was Mom Bomb holding?
The Magma Key.
Ooh.
So very easy, seamless underworld access.
I like that. That's spicy.
Yep. I'll also point out with our flag set, we have key items not only in the main boss locations, but also on the summons bosses and on the moon. But not in trap chests, so the ones that Simbu is running into, there's no value, or at least no substantial value.
I mean, there still could be value in those trap chests, but...
Yeah, certainly the XP, it could be good tier items, but certainly won't be progression.
And Dia finding multi-ball in the waterfall. I mean, CPU. Choksura opting to hold on to the Stardust, using an Ice 1 cast, knocking out most of the bombs with it. I find that to be a pretty good play, honestly. It's going to save that Stardust for a more important use.
Yeah, like we were saying, we've only found the one. We don't know how many we're going to see. We have no reason to expect a lot or a few. But you take what you have and, you know, maybe play it a little safe. Wait for it to be an emergency.
I have to agree, because you never know when you're really going to need that Stardust to come in handy. But even with Palom learning Ice 2, I mean, some more powerful spells aren't that far away for these runners.
Yeah, and, you know, Palom does get Quake and Nuke pretty quick.
Absolutely.
Pixel Tamer also saying no thanks to Edward.
And Dia about to head underground. Let's see what Dia finds underground, going straight to Tomra. Are we going to have a Job Dwarf check by chance?
It's quite possible. We are seeing there are Cure 3s in that shop, so that's good to know if you're running a little light on accessible white mages. Drywall installer.
Okay.
Yeah, putting in some good blue collar work.
I can honestly say I've been there, so I feel you on that one, Job Dwarf. Though, that is a tough job for the dwarf to handle. Those sheets of drywall get pretty heavy.
Yeah. And
Finding
looking
the
like another... I was going to say another tough job over here. Pixel Tamer taking on the Mist Dragon.
Ooh. Hello, D-Mist. Question in chat from Magius. How crazy has the seed been? Not that crazy yet. Just a magma key at Antlion, and then a few trap chests have been found, but they've been reset out of relatively quickly. Choksura and Tomra finding dwarf axes, which are really nice for Paladin, Cecil, and Kane, since that actually enables both of them to be back row glitched. And if you're not sure what the back row glitch is, then just to make a long story short, it allows front row damage to be dealt from the back row.
Yep, the game has all sorts of flags and state settings for things like being in the front row or back row, being equipped with a weapon for the front row or the back row, and you can confuse them. And you can also find the pan
in the rat tail chest.
So that means Dia can go from here over to the Sylvan Cave, go do the entire Yang side, give him a nice little boop, and be done with all of that. Get both visits to Sheila done at once.
As well as get the visit to Fabul done in one shot.
Yeah, which you don't see that every day, for sure.
Not at all. Pixel Tamer having a rough go against D-Mist.
Yeah, that's a wipe.
And that's at Fabul.
Yeah. So might be taking another go at it. Those Cure 2s were pretty valuable in the match.
And now
may also be inclined to bail.
So there is a Lunar Boss and Calbrena at Leviathan and Asura. And that Lunar Boss is Pale Dim. So not a super scary Lunar Boss, but definitely an annoyance.
Yeah. I was prepared to say not the Lunar Boss that you want to see, but I don't know that you want to see any Lunar Boss in those spots.
I mean, I know one that I wouldn't want to see, but that would be if I was running.
I don't think anybody wants to see Wyvern today.
Aw, come on. We gotta have everybody's favorite dragon, question mark, show up once.
Is it weak to Artemis arrows? That it's a dragon. That's science, baby.
I like it. I like that. What do we have in the weapon shop? Chokesura actually making the weapon shop checks, which I gotta say I kind of like.
Yeah, also just cleaning out his inventory, which I want to be mindful of.
Simbu getting the magma key and making a beeline out of Antlion Cave.
Yeah, meanwhile, Dia picked up the Earth Crystal off of Yang. So that's a pan straight to the crystal. And we'll see what those turn-ins get her when she heads over to Fabul. Which might be a bit, because it looks like she's going straight to Troya to take care of that Earth Crystal.
Unless she's going to check the Tyrolean Armory.
Yeah, it looks like an armory before the tower. Perfectly sensible. There's good opportunities in here.
There's a lot of goodies in here. A lot of chests overall. To tell you the truth, I've lost count of how many chests are in here. 27 chests, I believe. There's a crystal ring, crystal glove.
Yep.
Some good stuff in here.
Yeah, the Fabul Treasury is marked as one of those higher tier loot locations, so especially if you're doing weighted distributions like Pro, that's a good spot to hit up.
Absolutely. Free Dwarf Axe. And there's the beautiful Blizzard Spear. Having to do a little bit of management on the inventory, getting rid of some stuff that she doesn't want. Chokesura hitting Yang with Pan, getting that Earth Crystal from the Sylphs, and getting on out of there. Well, Simbu taking on D-Mist. Question's going to be, what is D-Mist holding on to this time around? Or shall I say Rydia's mom?
Or in a way, both. Get the Fabul prize and then the Rydia mom visit.
That is very true. The
A
rat
rat.
tail.
So nice to have, but not going to be usable until we get the hook.
Absolutely true.
And by the time we get the hook, it might not matter.
That is very true too. That is very, very true. Dia making the save outside of Fabul and heading in to do the same thing, obtain that rat tail, and also going to be able to get the 2 turn-ins on Sheila.
Yeah, we do not have the no adamants flag set, so the pink tail will result in an adamant should the runners find that. And, you know, you don't need it so much if you're, you know, playing at a pretty high level, pretty high caliber. But it's nice to have, for sure.
I have to agree on that one. It is very nice to have, but it definitely isn't a necessity. Simbu throwing the magma key down the well, and Pixel Tamer giving us the Job Dwarf text again, reminding us that the Job Dwarf is a drywall installer. The most fun job to have, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Dia about to make use of that ice too that Palom has. Solid hit for 595 onto D-Mist, but Palom unfortunately goes down.
Yeah, solid hit right back.
Good thing she had a life. Pixel running through the Eidolon Cave or Feymark Cave. Simbu just entering the underground.
Yeah, I expect Simbu will make the same moves that our other runners have had. Go hit up the town real quick, check the shops, then stumble onto that pan where the rat tail would be and head on over to Yang. With the party that you've got here, you're not really inclined to do a lot of dangerous stuff.
That is very true. But first, inventory boss from Simbu. And Dia makes it through D-Mist without much of an issue. Showing the power of Ice 2 and Bluff. And obtaining that rat tail as well. But we're about to see what Sheila has. Is Sheila going to have the goods? Let's find out what Sheila has this time around. The Baron Key and what's the other one going to be? The Pink Tail.
Well, there you go. It's another tail that we can't really make much use of right now, but that Baron Key is maybe a bit more advantageous.
I'd have to agree. The Baron Key giving access to one character. You get to fight Odin at the Beigen spot. It's a pretty good thing to find.
Yep, certainly if you do 1 or 2 more matches, get Palom's spell level a bit higher up, you can throw a couple of lits around and handle Odin, no sweat.
Dia finding Edward. Resetting out of Edward.
For a moment there, my hopes were up.
I was kind of hoping she would take Edward as well. Nobody is giving Edward any love tonight. Dia is going to run back to head to Kaipo and then I believe go check D-Mist. Well, Rydia's mom specifically, but even still. We've got Pixel Tamer in Toroya.
Yep. He's probably just going to do the same treasury dip and then head on out, not go up to Zot just yet.
I'm inclined to agree on this. There's the Sand Ruby from Rydia's mom. So that is access to Sid, if I recall correctly.
Yep. So hey, if you want another physical damage dealer, and looking at this party, you might want another physical damage dealer. You can go grab a quick Sid. He's just down the road.
One who has health and can make some good use of that poison axe that Dia just picked up and missed. And Chokesura about to pick up that beautiful Sand Ruby as well. Dia stopping in to buy some charm arrows. Very, very nice arrows to have. And using the rat tail instead of the Sand Ruby on Sid.
That's not going to cure him of anything. He might find it amusing, though. I mean, it is Sid.
It might tickle his nose and cause him to sneeze, but that's about the worst you'd get. Or would that be the best you'd get?
I choose not to answer that question.
We've got Pixel Tamer sitting in the armory, had to wait for the doors to open again due to inventory boss. And Chokesura also picking up Sid. And is Dia making a beeline to Ordeals?
Looks like it's about that time.
I'm excited to see what's up here on Ordeals.
Yeah, holding off on this until you add a third character is pretty smart move.
Is that a new Sid sprite?
Don't think so yet. I mean, might have new style in the battle, but oh wait, no, that sprite would show up in the menus
When adjusting formation.
Yeah.
And setting up Sid with the back row glitch by equipping bow, arrows, unequipping the bow, and then switching the arrows with the weapon that she wants to have on Sid. In this case, that would be the poison axe, one of the stronger weapons for Sid to have right now.
And we might need it because this is a moon boss.
Uh-oh. What moon boss are we going to have? It's Ogopogo. It's one of the nope ropes. Yeah, I have not seen that Sid palette yet.
Yeah, no, that's new to me. I usually end up seeing Mega Man Sid. Honestly, seems to be the most common one.
Yeah, this one looks like Fireman.
Yeah,
Mega Man with the Fireman outfit.
Or like Proto Man or Zero. I guess. We want to stay on the Mega Man thing. But yes, there are several new character palettes for the battle sprites.
Cutman, I like that as well.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Fitting.
All right, Chokesura encountering the nope rope, the murder spagurter, whatever else you might want to call it, danger noodle. I've run out of names.
Yeah, I don't have a good Canadian joke. I'll get back to you. For now, Project E is going to have to handle the evil wall.
Uh-oh. I think somebody's not happy with you. Oh, nope. Somebody's not happy with Sid. Thanks, Natara. Sid's getting some good damage out with that poison axe. And Scala actually letting us know that he's from a SNES RPG. Dia taking down Evil Wall without much of a problem. Chokesura entering the fight as well. And Chokusura shouldn't have too much of a problem on Evil Wall. Simbu, though, making the play for the Tower of Zot.
Ooh. Yeah, he does also have his Sid lined up, so we'll actually get to do these with 5 characters.
Oh my gosh, I just realized that. Thanks, you
What?
guys. That is Booster's color palette.
Oh,
You just blew my mind.
and I have had Super Mario RPG music stuck in my head all day, and I completely whiffed.
Ooh, Asura at the Dark Knight spot.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a letdown for me.
Yeah, it's not a terrible fight. Not even one to have to worry about life glitch or life locking it.
Not at all, because there it goes.
There it goes.
Also, I have to respond to this in chat. My bosses turn into cake. My cake doesn't turn into bosses. Satella learning Medio and getting a bunch of spells back after clearing Ordeals as per normal.
Yep.
And Simbu
Ooh.
finding Bahamut.
I mean, that's not the angriest of dragons, but it's an angry dragon.
Pixel running down the mountain.
Yeah, not bothering with any of the chests, or Dia's not bothering with any of the chests, I should say.
Yeah, Pixel unfortunately in a tough spot without Sid there. Mega Newt going out from Bahamut on Simbu's side.
Taking this approach.
Going with the reflect strats. Getting damage out. And Bahamut should be going down here pretty quick for Simbu.
Yeah. Well played, Bahamut.
Dia equipping Paladin Cecil with some pretty nice goodies. About to go encounter the inn, but the first boss, Kenatsu, going down pretty easily for Pixel Tamer. Second boss, on the other hand, ooh, it's Bigen. This might be a little difficult.
Yeah. Can't exactly abuse an elemental weakness here. And putting Bigen in the Yang slot, that's some physical beat.
That's a lot of physical damage. Vanilla Golbez, as seen from Simbu's screen. That's a little nasty. But up on top of Zot, there's Yang and there's Rosa. So there is a nice white mage to find early on.
Yeah, I dare say we have a party going here. So, sure, once you turn Cecil into a paladin, then you got your black mage, your white mage, physical dealer, damage dealer, other physical damage dealer, and Cecil.
And Karate Man just waiting at the top of the tower.
Yes. In order to recruit Yang, you must first defeat him.
And Dia finding the package in Baron Inn. Not a bad find, but not what we're looking for. I like that Yang sprite. I really like that Yang sprite. That is a nice Yang sprite. Dia heading under Baron, going into the castle, gonna clear out the first 2 bosses. Not sure if she'll attempt Odin or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. She will only be rolling, excuse me, with one Palom, because we do have the no dupes on, so you're not getting a second one in the party.
Where it is a little unfortunate, but it's not something that's going to be the end of the world. Might make things a little tough later on, but if you know how to deal with not having dupes, then you're going to be just fine.
And I'll be honest, with the seeds that I like to run personally, I end up with very few dupes. You know, even though they do appear quite a bit. It just makes the fights a little more interesting sometimes.
All right, Dia taking on Odin. This fight should go pretty quickly with Lit 2 and the amount of damage going out from Cecil and Sid. And Simbu making it through the Karate Man.
Yeah. Gonna be a little light on XP out of it, but survival is survival. You can power up that party later.
Absolutely. But what is the reward from Zot going to be, and who's on the throne? We have an Octomam on the So Octomam is going to be fun. I didn't quite see what that was. I think
that was the tower key.
That's what I thought I saw, but
Yep.
I wasn't going to be 100% certain on that.
And of the keys remaining, that's the one you wanted to see.
And Tower Sheep, our tracker, also confirming that was the tower key. So big thank you to Tower Sheep there for doing the tracking. As well as a big thank you to Favela Skunk for doing the restream on this. And definitely make sure to give these runners a follow, because they are doing a really good job at going through this seed for you guys. This has been a really... Hello, Foo!
Well...
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut mid-sentence because hello, Foo!
That he is worth cutting yourself off for. Fusoya, however, is not technically a key item. He's just very helpful.
He might as well be a key item. He's pretty powerful.
And I believe Dia did not have a full party going on, still does not have a full party going on, actually, so that Foo is just hopping straight in and probably not leaving.
Yeah, I can't see her dropping Foo at all. I mean, that was her fourth character, and what black magic does he have tonight? We see Quake, Virus, Meteo, some good stuff, but unfortunately, no nuke.
And it looks like she is going to take that Foo straight to the Odin slot.
The question is, what boss is going to be lurking in that spot? Find out right now.
It's the Magus sisters.
Hi, Magus sisters. I'm gonna open up with a Quake on them. Ooh, that.
Better hope that it works fast.
That fire, too, did some damage. That was a painful one to see.
Yeah, this might be a bit trickier of a fight than initially expected.
Lit 2 going on to Foo, not dealing much damage at all. Gonna queue up another Quake. More walls going out, more physical attacks going out, and then Quake going out. Is it going to take down either of them? It is
Well,
not.
Cindy, of course, with the one with the most HP, the one you really want to focus your fire on if you can. Of course, also the one with the wall, so that makes it a little tougher. So it goes.
Unfortunately, but I was going to say it's not the end of the world, but there goes Sid. Pixel Tamer back up on top of Ordeals, taking on the Danger Noodle. And Simbu taking on Odin at the Baigen spot, while Chokasura is at Octomom at the Keinatsu spot. And Dia is just down to Fu and
out.
wipes.
Oof. That is a tough slot. She's, I guess, going right back at it though.
I wonder if she's equipped that crystal ring yet.
I don't know. These runners equip things so quickly, it's hard to keep track.
That is very true. Chokasura getting his Fu. Gonna be really happy about that. Simbu not too far behind on obtaining Fu as well. And Pixel Tamer, unfortunately, nowhere in the neighborhood, but definitely close to getting that beautiful, beautiful Paladin Cecil.
Yep, just has to handle a couple of fights that should be pretty manageable with this party in this gear. Yeah, there goes one. Now
Dia
just have to wait for the wall.
Dia re-equipping mid-battle, getting those charm arrows. And Cecil, unfortunately, going down pretty quick.
Yeah, those charm arrows do a good bit of damage in this fight. So, good thing to focus on, but man, that magic does a good bit of damage in this fight.
It definitely does, but the Meteor comes out. Is it going to be enough? It is!
Hey!
Rocks fell onto the Magus Sisters, and Meteor was enough to get the job done, but unfortunately, that was a bust.
Yeah.
That one definitely merits a big oof. Nice for EXP, but unfortunate that none of the EXP got distributed onto the other characters. It all just went straight to Fu.
Yeah. Fu is the one that does not need it. Even with the default, the Fusoya challenge being on, he does start at level 50.
Dia running back into Baron. Gonna take a quick dip into the item shop and buy a few Star Veils.
Sensible move.
Pixel Tamer fighting Evil Wall at the Mylon Z spot, and Chokasura has found Leviathan at, of course, the Dancing Dolls spot. Calbrena. Dia not too far behind Chokasura going into that beautiful fight. Unfortunately, not having life on Fusoya yet.
Now there is the healing pot in the dwarf castle, just kind of, over that hill. I'm surprised Dia doesn't run over to just take advantage of that. Unless I'm misremembering it doesn't revive party members, but it's quick and free.
I don't remember if it revives or not. I don't think it does, but please do not quote me on that. Simbu about to take his shot on the Magus Sisters, and Chokasura about to be sitting for a little bit because Golbez is coming out to play. Well, Pixel Tamer just got Paladin Cecil, working on taking out Asura. Dia fighting the lesser Nope Rope. And there's Golbez.
Time for Shadow to have a little snack.
So far, the best that's been found is a lightsaber. Also, I just noticed Edge on Chokosura's screen.
Edge was the pickup at the Dolls fight.
And Dia just got Nuke.
What the hell?
So that Sid is loaded for bear on the damage side of things. Now on the restoration side, just need a life spell, then she'll be good to go. Chokosura throwing out Virus and then using the sword to just take down Golbez real quick. And now the question is going to be, what is Luca holding for us? Kind of hoping it's Twin Harp. Love to hear some music.
Yeah. Honestly, anything but vanilla feels fine right now.
Yeah, I have to agree on that one. Simbu about to give us a look into Tower of Babel. That's an adamant.
Yep. So we can go Forge and Excalibur if we feel like it. But other than that, that just bumps up the key item count.
Absolutely. Is Chokosura going to head down there and do that? Chokosura is going to head down to forge the Excalibur.
Yeah.
Very strong weapon for Cecil. Second strongest weapon he can have.
Mm-hmm.
Also picking up an Earth Hammer. Very nice pickup, too.
And actually, I should point out, not only does the adamant bump up the key item count, it bumps it up to 10.
Ah, yes, Chokosura is at 10 key items, which means Dia will be at 10 key items, I believe. No, yeah, 10 key items after this as well. I thought I miscounted there for a second. Simbu has found Wyvern.
And knocked it out right quick. Don't even get to see a Mega Nuke.
Since it was the Super Cannon boss, it had low HP. Shoutouts to the Dark Imps that are there in vanilla. Yeah, Tower Key was in Zot. The Trash Can was a Full Moon. And crystal rings were for sale in the Kokol shop. That is a really, really nice find. Dia following suit, going to turn in that adamant with the Legend Sword to forge the Excalibur. Gonna be really happy with the shop contents as well. Pixel Tamer about to encounter Bahamut in Zot, soon to get the Tower Key as well. Gonna have a much easier time of the Yang fight than Simbu did, just because of having Paladin Cecil.
Mm-hmm.
And there they are, 50 grand for crystal rings. Things are about to get fun. Oh, wait. They've already been fun. They're about to get even more fun.
Yeah, a different kind of fun.
And with that, that's 3 crystal rings purchased, maybe 4. I lost count, not gonna lie. But in any case, that's the Excalibur forged. Chokosura going up. The Tower of Babel might actually be making a double dip out of this, depending upon what is found on the bridge, but at the top of Babil lies the D Lunars.
Yeah, when you got Quake and Meteo, they're not scary.
So, question in chat from a good friend of mine, Burt Reynolds, asking to explain this game to a new player. Burt, my friend, there's a lot to explain in this game, to be completely honest.
I think the nice short version of this is that we've taken Final Fantasy IV and put it in a blender.
Yeah, that would basically be it. And definitely join the Discord, Bert. And the Randroid summary is a very good summary. But yeah, as Natara stated, there is currently not a tournament, right? Currently not a tournament, but I imagine there's probably one in the works.
And there is a crystal. Simbu has found the crystal.
Now the only thing that's needed is either the pass or the darkness crystal for Simbu to enter that coveted go mode. And that was at the top of the Tower of Babil. So it's very possible that a single dip Babil is all you will see. But if that tower key that's blocked behind Earth Crystal holds the darkness crystal or the pass, then Simbu very well may have this in the bag.
Entirely possible. We'll see once Simbu heads on out what that got us.
Choksura taking on the D-Lunars as well. Project Dia about to be entering the D-Lunar fight, and Pixel Tamer about to be getting that tower key from the Karate Man. Getting over to Cecil to just sit and wait. Second fight or second attack goes out, but it was queued a little too early. Question in chat from Get Coop. Simbu did Simbu skip the cannon room? He did not. He did it on the way up. And that was where Wyvern was located. There's the ouch text for Pixel Tamer, and Yang goes down. Just like that. What's the key item going to be from the tower key? If there is a key item, it is the darkness crystal. It's in go mode.
Oh, that is flashy.
That is the beautiful 1-2 punch from the Tower of Babil.
Now, as we were saying, you need the darkness crystal or the pass. We don't know where the pass is, but we are pretty low on Earth spots overall.
Absolutely, and all that's remaining for Simbu, as Get Coop just said, is levels. Just going, grinding, making that win.
Would not hurt for him to get the adamant and head on over to the forge, get those crystal rings as well, but not essential.
That is true. It is not going to be essential, but with those Ether 2 purchases, he's getting ready to do a D-Machine grind.
Yep.
And let me tell you all now, if you have not seen a D-Machine grind, you are about to experience a very, very beautiful grind.
With, I will point out, Dark Knight Cecil still in the party.
Yeah, that is very true.
Simbu never went to Ordeals.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Simbu never went to Ordeals. Huh. That's a thing. Choksura and Dia both getting their crystals. And Pixel Tamer on the way up. About to get the crystal and soon to be getting that darkness crystal. Have to agree with the justified anti-ordeals play. To answer the question in chat from Burt Reynolds, how does party selection work? Do you fly around and pick up random ones when you find them? Yes, that's basically how it works. There are some that are going to be locked behind boss spots, such as this. And then there are some, like in Cave Evelyn, where you just need to get the hook and you go in and go through the cutscene of whatever boss is at the Ruby Kent spot, casting fire on whatever character's in the edge spot, and then you get that character.
Yep. There is also the notion of free characters, which will appear, say, in Mysidia or the Watery Pass. This flag set has those turned off, so you won't find a character there, but you can set it so all you have to do is walk up, and here's your Tella.
That is very true. Dia entering the Tower of Zot, soon to be rewarded with the tower key. Gonna feel bad having to make that double dip on tower. And then gonna be on the way for the Darkness Crystal, more than likely. Whereas Chokesura, I believe Chokesura is about to go fight some Feymark bosses.
Yeah, quite possible. Pixel Tamer has apparently decided to go frog strats with this D-Lunar fight. Don't see a reflect on the breath very often.
Yeah, that strat I haven't seen in quite a while, honestly.
That is a thing that happened.
That's a good one, though. That's a fun strat to use. Reflecting D-Lunar's breath is so much fun to see. All right. Dia all the way up Zot, getting Rosa and Yang. And Simbu doing some inventory management. All right, Chokesura taking on the dolls.
Yep, not so concerned having the party all at critical health because Paladin Cecil will go and block on their behalf. So just kind of letting Cecil tank for a bit.
Paladin Cecil's not going to take that much damage, but on that same token, it's going to hit pretty hard. But that Meteor is queued up for Chokesura, so any minute now we're going to see it. Dia finishing off the Karate Man at the top of Zot.
Yeah, and we had Porum as our moon child today, who Simbu will take in place of Sid.
I like that Porum sprite.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that Porum sprite. Is Simbu not going to do a Deep Machine grind?
It's looking like.
Oh no, Chokesura. Chokesura, no. He just got the Luca key.
Ooh.
Yep.
And Pixel Tamer just gets wyverned.
Now Skull has got me thinking about which RPG.
Which SNES RPG that Porum is from?
Okay, I have a guess. Is it Krill from Final Fantasy V?
I was gonna say Porum is from the SNES RPG Final Fantasy IV. Thank you, Natara, for making the same joke I did.
Okay. And I can appreciate the joke you both made. That was great.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was the joke being made the first time.
I was gonna go for it, and then I was like, nah, because I actually had a legit guess pop into my head.
Anyway, Dia had no problem taking out Wyvern, so we'll get that darkness crystal right quick.
Wait a minute. I need to get a look at her robe color, because the only other guess I have right now is that it's Toadstool from SMRPG. And Simbu's just going.
Yeah, I want to see this strat happen.
And Scala pointing out in chat, there are new Zeromus sprites, so there is a chance that we will see a new Zeromus sprite from Simbu. And now to ask the all-important question: whose butt are we going to kick tonight?
I have to say, no matter what butt it is, I appreciate the base that goes into that question.
Thank you.
But yeah, looking at Simbu's stats, under-leveled, I think is a fair estimate. So, see how this plays out.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really interesting. Ooh, that is a new Eddie. That's one I haven't seen.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
hey, it's dude. It's the Prinny.
So unfortunately, it's not new. It's just dude.
Dude. Dude, you stole the new sprite, dude. Okay, that. I need to stop before I just go into laughter.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough.
Oh, chat. Oh, yeah, that's Paula. That's the other RPG that came to mind after the clue of it not being a square RPG was said. And that's a really good Paula sprite for him. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Eddie strats being put to use here. Nukes going out onto the Dudemus. Dia heading up to the moon as well. Pixel Tamer taken down, or not even taken down, encountering Octomam soon to pick up Fu. And Chokasura in a struggle with this Pale Dam right now, not taking any damage on.
Yep, there goes the dim. Yeah, Chokasura just needs to go and do the Earth Crystal work. Get that tower key. That spoon is not going to help, unfortunately.
No, that spoon's not going to do much of anything.
You can't even give it to Edward.
Now the question is Chokasura going to go into Loot Cave?
It doesn't look like it. This looks like a trip back to the overworld. I mean, I would do Tower of Zot before I do Sealed Cave. Every time.
Yeah, I have to agree on that one. All right, Simbu putting Eddie back into hiding. Is Fu gonna survive this?
Nope.
The answer is no.
So now Edward's got some work to do.
But Edward does have that nice little star veil up. And there goes Black Hole.
Yeah. It's gonna have to be quick here.
Definitely, because Dia is closing in on getting to Zeromus as well. Alrighty. More nukes going out onto Zeromus with the Edward strats being in play. Counter nuke being reflected as the Star Veil was used specifically for that reason. And here comes the Big Bang that's going to take out Fu yet again. And Fu would have survived that one.
Yeah, it was a surprisingly light one. There are, of course, all those strats around nerfing Big Bangs and how you time with the shakes and the counter nukes and all that. And then there's also just random variants doing its thing.
Absolutely. There's Bounce Nuke going back. Chokesura at Bahamut in the Magus Sister spot. Soon to be rewarded with that tower key, and then we'll soon have the Darkness Crystal as well.
Yeah, I think that was the easiest go of Bahamut that anyone had here.
All right.
Hitting it with a full party, pretty good levels.
Yeah, that was a really good go of Bahamut. And now Dia is about to enter Zeromus as well. Running with a different party than what Simbu is running with.
Very different.
This party might be pretty interesting going in. This dude is definitely bringing in the pain. Still low health on Dia's side as well. But, you know,
Yeah,
who knows what'll happen.
It's in the range where a nerfed Big Bang is not a huge concern. Simbu's so low that even a nerfed Big Bang would wipe out 4/5 of the party.
And there goes Fu, who would have actually survived another Big Bang.
Yeah.
Dia darting the lightsabers. Chokesura making it through Karate Man, and Pixeltamer making it through Mega Sisters, unfortunately getting that Sorcerer Robe, which was a massive bust.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna reflect a nuke off of Eddie. Get some extra damage out onto Dudemus, and there it is!
That has done it.
That is it for Simbu. Simbu finishing in first place with a time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 14 seconds. Get your GGs out for Simbu. That was a treat to watch. That's actually the first time I've seen Eddie Strats.
Let nobody tell you Edward is useless.
Because he is far from that.
Meanwhile, Dia is having a more traditional time of this Zeromus fight and making decent headway.
And we are
Having to use a lot of Cure 2s. Go ahead.
Joined by Simbu, our first place finisher. GG, Simbu. Very well played.
Thank you.
That was the first time I've seen Edward strats, and I gotta say, that was a treat.
Yeah, it's always nice when you have Edward and Food together, because Food can almost solo Zeromus. He's just a little bit shy in the HP department, unless you have adamant armors and stuff, but with Edward, then you don't have to worry about that, so yeah, that's a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, that was really interesting, and I gotta say, your routing the seed was really nice. Being able to go do Earth Crystal early on to get that tower key, to then be able to get both items from Babil, definitely paid off a lot.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't even meaning to do anything. I know I did a few little silly things like forgetting to turn in Demus immediately and everything, and then I still got rewarded with the pan when going into Feymarch, and it's like, wow, this seed is being really nice. So just kind of took things and ran with them, and yeah, was very interesting, especially just given the things that it gave me. It told me that there was a Golbez in Dwarf Castle. I don't want to do that. I could do Ordeals, but never Ordeals. So yeah, that was, honestly, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, skipping out of the Dwarf Castle just meant that you didn't get an edge, and you clearly didn't need them.
I mean, Edge is always nice, but yeah, I took Porum right there at the end just to show how much I didn't need characters. It's fun to make Porum cry in the last battle.
That's a little awful, but also funny.
I like that. That is funny. Let's see. You didn't really have any struggles on any of the bosses, and going into Bahamut, you had, I believe it was 2-star veils, correct?
I had 5, but I only used 2 of them.
Okay. I didn't catch how many star veils you bought earlier on, and then when I saw you were at Bahamut, I was like, huh, there are 2-star veils out.
Yeah, I usually buy 5 or 6 on flags where I don't have as much money, because that's usually enough to get through all the bosses in the seed, unless you really get a few freebies and then you can go really all out. So that was pretty standard. I actually spent a lot of time early game shopping just to find items. I eventually found the Dancing Dagger, which I don't know if I needed it, but it made the seed feel pretty good.
Yes, it certainly helped.
And there was a lot of really good stuff in Avalon Castle to start things off. There was that black sword that made the early game pretty easy. There was some good gear to sell or to equip later on. And then eventually the Earth Crystal gave 2 power robes and a crystal ring, so wasn't really lacking for anything after that. I was hoping to find the hook. I just saw it on my spoiler log. It was on the moon, which... Too bad the adamant armor would have been nice on Fu, but oh well.
It happens, right?
Yeah. I mean, we play with no adamants on all the time, so it's like, this is just a normal flag now.
That is very true. And most of us were hoping to see a new Zeromus sprite, if not all of us, and then we just got trolled by Dudemus, and with that as well, everybody's in go mode, and Dia's on her second attempt at Z.
Yeah, I kind of like flag sets like this because you're very likely to end up in a situation without the ability to grind, and if you take away Edward, then I think this would have been really, really interesting. Of course, I love my Edward, but if he was in Giant today, we would have got to see some really interesting grinding straps and stuff come out. But really early tanky items, and then just Tower having instant go mode. It was really nice.
Now, if Edward had been in Giant, would you have done a D machine grind instead?
That's a tough question to answer. I honestly can't say for sure what I would have done. It would have really depended on the state of the rest of my party, because if you do Ordeals and you get a Cecil, I'm assuming you're going to want some really good DPS. Then you could do a random Ryu encounter on the way down. That would get you up to 40. Two of them would easily get you up to levels that you should be really comfortable doing Z at. So I don't think it was necessary, but a D machine is your other alternative. It's like if you're a little bit more mage heavy, then yeah, go D machine, get your reflect strats going. If you're wanting to do Zerkers, I think you only need 1 or 2 Ryu encounters, so.
Yeah, because I think 2 gets you to 48 if I remember correctly. It may be 45.
So with the 3 times EXP buff that's no longer available, it was instant 45. But with only double EXP buff, it would be in around 40. I don't know the exact number. I know you get 180,000 for 10 key items, and then times 3, that got Cecil up to exactly level 45.
And Flurry answering that real quick with 5 dragons and D machine got him to 50 to 53 from 25-ish. So that's not bad at all.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because each D machine is worth 40,000 EXP, and then that's doubled to 80,000 with 10 key items, and then if you life glitch it, it's 160,000 per dragon you kill, so...
Yep, quick 800,000 EXP.
Yeah. But yeah, D machine would have been really good. Maybe random encounters. Honestly, you could go either way. D machine is more consistent and allows you to go for whatever you want, especially without hourglasses. But I think you could get by with Ryus as well.
That's understandable. Pixeltamer finding the Fabul Gauntlet and Choksura sitting in a red giant chest.
Ooh, man. Is that his grind method today? Moontrap chest?
I would guess so.
I'm guessing so as well.
That's pretty interesting, unless he's picked up hourglasses, because most of those encounters are not fun without hourglasses.
But it doesn't seem like he has hourglasses. Unfortunately, his Rosa just went down.
Ouch.
But so did the Red Giants, getting a quick 113k EXP. And Dia back down to just Fu.
Oh, there's your adamant armor.
Pardon me. That's a really nice find on Choka's part. And are we gonna see a nice reflect kill from Dia?
Not yet.
Silkweb going out, triggering the counter. Counter goes out. Zeromus just killed himself. What? What?
Well, someone had to do it, so GG's for Dia. Coming in second place on the restream, third place in the race overall, with a time of 1:13:58. Second place did go to Flurry 14 with a 1:06:43.
I don't even have words for that. Just what?
I think the word is dude.
Yeah, no kidding there. But yeah, GG's to Dia. Holy cow. First Eddie strats from Simbu, which were a massive treat to see, and then the reflected nuke kill from Dia. Speaking of which, we are joined by Dia. GG's, and how about that reflected nuke kill?
That was gonna be a nerf big thing anyways, so I still have a little bit of time to get some more damage in, but I would have had to use my E boost. But it worked out well.
You caught me completely off guard with it, so all I could say when it happened was, "What?"
Yeah, I was slightly surprised. I knew it was gonna be close, but I wasn't sure whether or not I actually would get the kill. But in the end it did, which was nice. I'm
Yeah,
just happy that my wipe didn't end up costing me 3rd place.
Yeah, that pretty much did it to you. But this seemed to be the run of just interesting Zeromus approaches. I guess in part thanks to just getting the 10 key items fairly quickly.
Well, it was that, and also the fact that I had the X cow, the edge, so like, I knew I was gonna get damage even without levels, and Drew would survive Nerf's big bands and could reflect them down. So overall, I knew I didn't need to grind, and once I got that darkness, I was in go mode, so I figured I should just run it, because if I don't, Simbu will.
That is a good point. That is a very good point. Now, you didn't have the tower key until fairly late.
Last pick, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do have to say, that tower was go mode sweet for sure.
Yeah. If I went Zot before then, that would have been nice, but I didn't want to go up Zot until I had to, and it just kind of cost me some time.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, that's just rando. I made the choice to go underground instead, and it happily paid off, but not really, because I would have gone tower after birth anyways.
Yeah, you made that beeline, and for a while it looked like you were just making all the right decisions until we saw where the darkness crystal was.
Yeah, I was feeling like really good, and until I realized I had to go Zot, I was like, this is about to be a last location darkness. And at that point, I figured, well, now either I have to just skip the grind if I want to win this, or I can grind and hope that something happens, and like everyone kind of got the last location darkness and get the crystal.
Well, still, 3rd place overall is respectable and quite good showing. And even with the one Zeromus wipe, still quite a good fight.
Thank you.
Yeah, I absolutely have to agree with that. You definitely made a very good showing in this seed, and it was very entertaining.
Thanks. I do strive to give entertaining fights. You can ask anything about that. For sure, every time he commentates, I give him like 4 attacks.
Oh my gosh, our tracker tower sheet pointing out something that I just... Jokster's character names are all League of Legends character names.
That one completely went over my head. I have not played League of Legends.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, GG's to both Udia and you as well, Simbu.
Thank you. And thanks for the commentary, to the restream, and to the tracker tower sheet. You guys always do a great job, so thank you for that.
Thank you, and thank you very much for volunteering to be restreamed. You caught me by surprise with the Zeromus kill, and I think that and the Edward strats are going to be my 2 highlights for tonight. Those were both just amazing to watch, and it's been a blast commentating.
Well, Simper and I do both pull out those unconventional strats to get quick kills, so... Unfortunately, he just does it slightly better than me still.
I mean, to be fair, Simbu is a tough opponent.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
All right, so as we've been going through that, Chokosura and Pixel Tamer have been taking care of their grinding. Pixel Tamer is still on that grind. Looks like his entire party is under 40, so gonna push a little harder to stay safe.
The red giant fight's gonna help a little bit with that.
Yeah, I imagine we'll see pretty standard Zeromus fights from these two.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, Chokosura is leaving Forum down and getting that hook from the D-Lunar spot, which, as we know, isn't going to be super useful.
Nope.
But leaving Forum at base level, definitely very nice. Keeping her at low agility.
Yeah, that's the main thing that you're looking for when you're doing that. Because again, new version of the randomizer, one of those updates is that you can decide if Cecil will be your agility anchor no matter where he is in the party, or if it's always your middle character. Excuse me. And the default and what we have set up here tonight, it is the middle character. So you can do that agility manipulation even if you got a Cecil in your party.
And if you happen to know the character slots, that middle character is the character that is in slot 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe it goes middle, top, bottom, top, middle, bottom, middle for the priority in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually
Or
had to stop and think.
Yeah. Or you can just do what I do and just completely over level and not worry about being fast, and then it doesn't matter.
Absolutely. And now we've got Chokosura about to enter that beautiful, beautiful dude-mus fight. But in the meantime, we did have our 4th place finisher. And that 4th place finisher is none other than Poydrak with a time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, 35 seconds. GG's to Poydrak. And now, Chokosura using the crystal on the Zeromus to turn him into the Dudemus.
Porum doing the most important and also the single important thing she'll be doing before just taking a nap and being the agility anchor.
I mean, being the agility anchor is an important job, but
Yeah, but
nap,
you could do it in your sleep.
exactly. Not getting a lot of damage out with that edge, but Silkweb's going out to nerf that Big Bang that's going to be coming up. Where's the nuke going? It's going right to the perfect target. Sleep well, Annie.
That was a decently nerfed Big Bang. It still did a fair amount to edge.
And regular old Berserk going out onto Cecil. Spoon about to be thrown. Second Berserk going out onto that edge. Of course, the Spoon having such high attack power, being chucked for 9,999 damage. Gotta love it when you see that number come up on damage.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly, even if it's a game like Octopath Traveler where the numbers go higher than that, just seeing quad 9s feels nice.
I have to agree. Any RPG that you can hit quad 9s, you're just like, yeah. And there goes the second Big Bang on Chokosura's screen. Let's see who falls over.
Nobody. Nice.
Decent roll onto Edge. Decent roll on Rosa. Decent roll on Fu. And then Cecil, I mean, he's a tank. He can take almost anything.
Yep.
All right, Pixel Tamer.
We did see him go off to one of the other boss spots and find Val and just immediately leave.
Gonna continue grinding on some of the random encounters. Hitting that Fatal Eye, which has count.
Yeah, this is the Fatal Eye is a lot more let's say fun when you have the alt gauntlet and you get it on the moon, because that's the first encounter.
I mean, all you're doing is suffering a bunch of count.
Yeah, hopefully you're fast enough to handle it.
He who is pale caught the pun that I was about to make. Oh, we have rocks falling on Chokosura's screen.
Oh, nice. Not doing much to Edge.
Which means we should be seeing a dead Zeromus very soon. Is he gonna finish it off with the Kamikaze? Kaboom!
Oh!
Chokosura finishing in 5th place with a time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, 41 seconds with the swag of the Kamikaze. GG's Chokosura.
I didn't know the Kamikaze kill would work like that.
Yeah, it completely skips the animation of Zeromus just falling down, disintegrating slowly but steadily, and just ends it like that. It's a beautiful, beautiful way to just end it.
Yeah.
And Pixel Tamer, I believe, is about to be done grinding.
Yeah, those look like workable levels for sure.
Yeah, I have to agree with the statement put in chat. The runners really are showing off tonight. They have done some great kills. We've had Edward strats from Simbu. We've had Zeromus' own nuke reflected at itself from Dia, and now Chokosura with the Kamikaze kill. What are we going to see from Pixel Tamer? Are we going to see a traditional Zeromus fight? Or are we going to see some sort of, you know, swaggy kill? Maybe some reflect strats? Actually getting the true reflect kill? I'm curious now. I like that from Insult 2. HP ran out kill.
Nice.
That would be a great kill to see. But in the meantime, Neon Gray finishing in 6th place with a time of 1 hour, 28 minutes, 46 seconds. So GG's to Neon. We've got a nice little blue D on Pixel Tamer's screen.
Just one more fight to take out. Oh, nope. Still gonna keep going at it.
And we are joined by Chokosura. GG's, Choco.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
You're a little
Yep.
quiet, but otherwise... It's still a little quiet. I'm turning you up because I forgot I had you turned down on my side.
Oh, okay. It might be on my end.
Nope, you're good now. It was my end.
Okay.
Sorry about that, my friend.
That's all right.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
so you got the Luca key, and then climbed up Tower of Zot to get that tower key, and then found that darkness crystal and the tower key. How upset were you after finding that tower key?
Very, because I knew I hadn't touched Zot for a long time, so I had to narrow it down to either there or someplace underground. So I decided to check everything underground, and I came up empty, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's at Zot. Go figure. And I hear there was an Eddie somewhere.
Yep, over at Hobbs.
Yep, your good friend Eddie was up on Hobbs, guarded by Dr. Luge.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people saw that, and a lot of people noped out.
I didn't even check Hobbs. I skipped it all together.
I mean, I honestly can say that wasn't a bad idea overall.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I had enough power in Palom at least to get my early game going, so I didn't really need an extra character at that point. So I just, forgot about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wouldn't have done a whole lot for you getting that extra character unless you're going to go with Simbu's Eddie strats at the end there.
Oh, he did Eddie strats.
He did Eddie, yeah.
Yeah, he did Eddie strats, and then Dia did. Well, Dia ended up doing solo Fu strats and made it through with a nuke that was cast by Zeromus reflected onto himself.
Oh, nice.
And then you had the kamikaze kill, which I gotta say that's the first time in a while that personally I've seen that, so it's nice to see that pop back out again.
I had to pull a little swag somewhere.
Hey, you got it too.
The most disheartening thing about my run was actually getting my levels on the Football Gauntlet. That had to be the worst feeling in the world. Were there like sirens anywhere or anything?
I don't think anyone saw any sirens.
Yeah, I never saw any sirens myself, so.
Okay, I figured because I should have just went with my first instinct and did like a small D machine grind. I already had 10 key items at that point, so all I needed to kill was probably 4 or 5. And I would have had my level.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 of them life glitched would have given you 800k EXP.
Yeah. Which would have been more than enough to. I don't know. For some reason, I thought that I could find something on the moon like Dark Imps or Guards or something and try to do like 2 strats on them or something, but I don't know.
I mean, even still, you played fairly well, my friend. It was very entertaining to watch. And I mean, I haven't watched you play in quite a while, and I really enjoyed it.
Thanks. I thought I played pretty well too, at least in the first half of the seed, I guess. But yeah, like I said earlier, looking at all those places on the ground, I'm like, where is this? Where's Go Mode? A pass or Darkness Crystal? Give me something.
I mean, finding the crystal at the top of Babil was nice, but yeah, unfortunately, it was that you had to go through Zot to get that tower key.
Unfortunately, Zot is one of those places where I tend to avoid on most seeds.
Mm.
But I probably should have when I went to loot the treasury. I probably should have went up there then.
Yeah, I think when you went for that, it might have been a little sketchier with the party that you had, but
Yeah.
certainly, could have given it a swing. I don't blame anyone for playing that a little safer though. Still, a bit of a time investment.
I wasn't feeling too confident with my party at that point. So So that's the main reason why I didn't do it. But yeah, like you said, I probably could have given it a swing. I don't know how it would have turned out. But you know what they say, random's gonna random.
That is very true. But even
least-
still,
At least he didn't go and make the sealed cave dive.
oh yeah, that would have been a little painful.
Yeah, I did do Steel Cage. Pretty sure I did.
I don't remember you doing
I
Sealed
got
Cave.
Luca Key from, what was it, Dolls?
Yeah, it was from Dolls.
Yeah, and then I went straight there.
Ah,
Yeah,
well,
that's right.
my bad.
I completely
Like,
missed it.
A glass helmet or something like that, and I reset up.
Yeah, I completely missed it.
Yeah. I was thinking it was Vanilla Darkness or something. Like I've seen in so many other seeds.
Ah.
I mean, that,
I always end up seeing nothing in Sealed Cave to where I would run away from it.
it definitely would have been a thing if it were Vanilla Darkness, and it wouldn't have been a good thing.
Yeah.
Pixel Tamer running 2 Zerked and bluffing with Palom.
Speaking of bluff, I think that's the most times I've used bluff in one seed since I started playing Free Enterprise. Because I found myself using it on what was it, Mom Bomb in Antline Cave.
Yeah, in order to deal enough
Yeah.
damage with Ice 1.
Right, I figured I had to do something because I didn't have much power other than that at the time.
Yeah, I have to admit, that's the most I've seen bluff used in a while.
Yeah, that's most time I've used it in a bit.
But hey, you know, it's a tool available to you.
Yeah,
It's as good a time as any to pull it out.
you're right about that. You gotta use it.
Absolutely. It's a handy tool, and what good is a tool if you don't use it at all?
Exactly.
Speaking of using the bluff tool, Pkey Cstandard cues it back up.
All right, well, I'm gonna hop on off. Just want to say thanks for the restream and thanks for the good job you guys are doing. Hope to see you guys later.
Yeah, thanks for agreeing to be on the restream, and GG again.
GG, thank you.
Yes, GG's Choco. Take it easy, my friend. You have a good evening, all right?
You too. Take care.
And we've got Pixel Tamer just slashing away at this Dudemus, at this Prinny, and throwing out nukes as well. But also getting the counter nukes, trying to nerf those big bangs, getting damage out as necessary, just trying to do everything possible.
Yeah, taking this as a relatively vanilla fight. All party considered.
I have to agree.
And as this is going on, we have had, I think we mentioned Neon Gray finishing 6th with 128.46. Antidale took 7th with 131.01. Korek took 8th, 139.37, and Maryland right behind with a 139.44. We are just working through a classic Zeromus grind, getting these berserks backup. Palom barely holding on out of that nuke. Yeah, this is a kind of approach where you did want to do that grinding. You did want to get to more of a recommended level. So as these meteos come out, Pixel Tamer's party is just chilling, pretty much, just ready to handle it. And it's one and done. That will wrap it up for Pixel Tamer. Get your GGs in chat. That is a 10th place finish with an official time 1:41:19.
GG's to Pixel Tamer. Very nicely done Zeromus fight with running the 2 healers, not really getting any of them dangerous positions, and even getting utility out of Palom via the nukes to nerf some of the big bangs. And we are joined by Pixel Tamer. GG's Pixel Tamer.
Thank you. Definitely a rocky start to that one.
Yeah, the start didn't seem like it was going very well. Tell me what was going through your head during that entire start.
After the second wipe to Miss Dragon, I decided I was just gonna go and do some looting elsewhere to try and clear my head. Had Magma Key at that point, knew it didn't really cost me anything to go do the shopping checks, do the underground checks, and I ended up getting a pan out of it, which saved me some time, I think.
Yeah, that pan was a very nice find, as well as the Earth Crystal down sylphs after hitting Yang with the pan.
Oh, for sure.
And
the crystal ring I got out of the Troya Treasury is what I think let me get through Miss Dragon.
yes, that and the 2 power robes being found down there coming in very, very nice use later on in the seed.
Yeah, I need to get around to practicing D-machine grinding, because I think that would have gone a lot faster than just turning on encounters and running around the moon.
More than likely it would have. The D-machine grind, though, is a little tough just due to how turn order can just go completely awry on you if
Yes,
you're not
plus
careful.
I didn't have the pass, so I would have had to run all the way back down anyway.
Yep. But I mean, otherwise, after that rocky start, you got going pretty quick.
Yeah, it felt a lot better once I got through that initial roadblock and found the Sand Ruby so I could get Sid, so I could beat Bigan, so I could then have the levels to go deal with Ogopogo and get my Paladin going.
Yeah, because after that, everything just fell like dominoes for you.
Yeah, with that one exception of Mega Nuke from Wyvern, because no matter where he is, it's still Mega Nuke.
Yep.
That's why you got to watch out for Wyvern.
Yeah, I was a little worried at first that I wasn't finding cabins anywhere, and like, did I forget them on my tracker somewhere? And I was actually kind of relieved to find them on the moon.
They were on the moon, weren't they? I
Yeah, they were on the
completely
Humming
missed
Shot.
that.
Before that, it was Tents and Kaipo.
Yep. I did catch the Tents and Kaipo, so I mean, at least you had that to be able to use, but those cabins, it can definitely save you in a pinch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good that 4.0 has come out officially, and I think Board's put a lot of good work into this.
Yeah, all of our crew that have worked on this have done such amazing jobs overall. I mean, Scala with a lot of the artwork. I don't know if I can say all the artwork, but definitely a lot.
She's done a lot of good artwork.
Board getting everything set up in order. It's
And Rivers has done a lot on the balancing, if I remember correctly.
Yes, Rivers with the balancing, everybody just coming together, helping out, making this such a great randomizer overall.
It's that community that keeps me coming back.
And it's definitely a randomizer I highly, highly, highly recommend giving a try. And Calamity working on the harp songs, which unfortunately we didn't get to hear any music on this seed, but that doesn't mean we won't be able to hear music on future seeds.
There's so much good music in here. It's a high quality piece of software all around. Other than that, yeah, looking forward to whatever happens next year as far as Hummingway Open or replacements for Hummingway Open. I hope we just have the Open again, because I actually did well in that compared to trying to get into Zima Zone.
Open was very interesting. I didn't participate in it myself, but I definitely watched parts of it, and I gotta say, seeing how everybody played was really, really nice. We have some really good players in this community, and we have a lot of people that pick it up and just learn it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a ton of new people joining just in the last few months, it feels like.
I mean, I'm one of them. I've only picked this up recently, and still not good enough for doing the actual runs, but
You'll get there. It's definitely a very approachable game. Just the flag sets make the difficulty very easy to tune.
Yes, and if you are wanting to get into the randomizer, now would be a great time to do so, especially with the new version released, 4.0. And like our restreamer, Vavella Skunk said, the best part is casually playing, because you can set the seed difficulty to however you want it to be, because the flags are very customizable.
Yeah, plus you can beat an entire JRPG in 2 hours once you get some practice in, which is just kind of neat and unexpected, considering these things are normally 20, 30, 40-hour expeditions when you're playing casually.
Absolutely. But with that, Pixel Tamer, any final thoughts on the seed or anything like that?
Not really. Thanks for restreaming and commentating and tracking and all those things that make a great viewer experience.
Thank you very much for volunteering to be restreamed for us. Now, be sure to give the runners a follow: Simbu, Dia, Chokasura, Pixel Tamer. Their Twitch URLs or the Twitch usernames are Simbu9, Project_Dia, Chokasura, and Pixel Tamer for those that end up watching this via YouTube. Definitely be sure to give my fellow crew here in the booth a follow: our restreamer Vavella Skunk, my co-commentator Radio Hupfin, and our glorious tracker Tower Sheep. Can't understate how difficult, or not understate, overstate how difficult the job of tracking is. Wrong words, they're a thing. But Hupfin, we've had a glorious night, my friend.
It's been a thing, to say the least. And we will have more of these things next week. We have the community races. We have the final Yangtze, they're calling it. Which, those will be some interesting flag sets. Looks like a lot of objective-based stuff, so we'll get to show off the new objective setup in the new version. And a lot of Yang.
It's definitely a race that you will want to catch, and if I remember correctly, that should be Monday night.
Yep, there'll be one on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and another one on Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, same time as this one.
So you'll definitely want to be sure to catch those races. They're going to be really, really good races to watch. So
Yeah.
With
but
that,
yeah, we are good for the night, I guess.
so thank you all for watching. On behalf of the runners, Simbu, Dia, Chookstra, Pixeltamer, and those of us on the Restream team, Hupfin, Tower Sheep, Vavala Skunk, I'm Sonny Wrath 11. Thank you all for watching another Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise weekly race. You all have a good night, and we will see y'all next time.